Hello, welcome to this video. This is going to be a reading on the collective energies here, March 7th, 2024. A bit of insight on where we've been this first quarter of the year so far, and sort of the corner that we're coming about in the year, this first corner. What it will look like as we come around it, and what we could expect on the other side. I think it's a very important time to do this. I was just doing a bit of a reading for myself, honestly, before I turned the camera on, about things in my own life, and questioning this transitional period and the new month at hand. And I received these three cards as I was kind of shuffling. They came all together, and so I read them, and I just was really inspired and empowered to just do a collective reading under the umbrella of these cards, as well as the theme that we have been introduced for March into my weekly readings. So just to say here quickly, welcome if you're new. My name is Allie with A. Marie Speaks, and this video is, as I said, entitled a 4-card reading for March in the first quarter of the year. But I do weekly readings every Friday on my Telegram channel, which I do share or mirror over on YouTube. The reading that I intend to do here is sort of underneath this major theme that we've been given, the Two of Pentacles, for the month of March. But it's not necessary that that you've watched these readings, or that you're up to date with sort of the Saints and Angels readings in order to get anything out of this reading here and now. But know that I do these sort of monthly check-in readings. I don't do them every month, but I maybe do them a few times a year to go along with the weekly readings that I offer. So if you are interested in spiritual divination or tarot oracle cards, you could check out my channel every Friday for more of that. And with that little preamble here, I'm going to have some of my coffee. And let's get to what we're talking about here. So I have some of my handy dandy notebooks, as always, around. Mostly because when I receive heavy readings or heavy messages, I like to look at my old notes and look at old terms and many different looking ideas of the card, to see which nuances fit this particular setting. I don't really want to turn this into a long teaching video, but if you are interested and you do readings on your own, I highly suggest having books with your own little nuances about card meanings, and keeping record of readings that you do with the date and what kind of cards you got, because it does really help you create a good bond with the cards and an honest bond with yourself, I think, and a more honest working with the cards, which is really what I'm always trying to work and seek towards when I'm using divination. The tool, because the tool itself can be used for negative or positive in such crucial ways, and right now it's so important to be focusing and creating atmospheres of positivity, for focusing on spirituality, for really embodying that atmosphere and frequency in your life, and spreading it out to others and encouraging others to do it too. I really feel like that's such an important thing right now. And with that little sort of preamble, let me talk about the cards that I received first, and then I'm going to pull new cards. I have my deck still out here. Actually, let me move my bowl a little. And I think I'll do 4-card spread like I usually do for those transitional video readings after I talk about these cards. So these are the 3 cards that I received. Strength, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords. And they came out in exactly that order. And they did come in upside down like this to me. Actually, it was like this, with Strength on top. all three sort of together and facing all the same way. And when I pulled them out to look at them, right, immediately I felt like it's a message about the present moment being tested and having the influence of the devil, of negativity, of negative seeking and alignments, and this really sort of charge and magnetic pull that is very real and very strong right now in the world. Feeling the presence of that and being tested by that, and having the strength to stand for what you believe in. And then the Ace of Swords here, you know, in itself, even just the pictures, even just the images alone, if you don't even understand the card meanings, you know, being tested, standing for what you want, for what is right, having the strength to stand up to the devil, having the strength to say no, having the strength to do what is good in the face of what is evil. You know, I just feel like this is such a prevalent message for the collective. You know, I felt like it was such a direct message to myself in a very unique, nuanced ways of what I was specifically asking about when I sat down this morning. You know, and to stand in my own strength and the newness, the new ideas, the new beliefs, the way and the new information I receive about the way I see the world and the new earth and the way things can work, positive systems, and all these kind of new out there ideas that I am working and receiving and trying to interpret, you know, and share and translate and coagulate. I just feel like, to me, it was such a confirmation to say that the doubts, the hiccups, the catalysts, and the negative obstacles that are poking at me and that I feel sometimes can be very disruptive and infringing on my actual life, you know, really turning into issues. To know what those are and to understand that it's about having the strength to permeate out positivity throughout those intended disruptions and to hold strong through them. And that creates the rebound effect and the ripple effect that will deter in the future these disruptions that are coming in at the moment for me. But on the collective, on the whole as well, I mean, like, to see and to know that this period and this essence has been about pushing boundaries, testing things in this, you know, devilish, demonic, really negative, evil kind of that side of the spectrum energies. That's the atmosphere. But the point of it, you know, is the beauty of the strength and the new courage, the new bravery, the new beliefs that come through standing for yourself, the new ways that you build a stronger foundation through those tests, right? So I'm going to just scoot my step around so I can put these three cards right up here. They can be our overseers for our new reading here. And like I said, I'm going to do, I'm going to press these here for a minute actually. I'm going to ask for 4 cards and set them in the spread that I typically do when I do these sort of general collective readings for transitory times. First and foremost, in case anybody is new and doesn't follow Saints and Angels Weekly, or maybe you haven't seen March's new episode yet, since we're just here at the start of the month, our theme collectively for this month to come, also, just reminded, you know, it also came up reversed, same as these cards came through reversed as well. And just to underline, reversals for myself, I usually, I don't tend to read a specific different structured meaning for it unless the cards around it are really calling for that. and signaling towards it. Generally, what I see as when I see reversed cards, I like to read them. I don't like to ignore them and just read the upright reading, but I like to underline that the upright meaning, the meaning of the card, may be a little harder to focus on for you, for the collective, for us, for the month. It might be a little bit like we're trying to pull up and realign to those true meanings of the light meanings of the card. It might mean that we're a little bit too focused on the more shadowed aspects, the more negative aspects of the card meanings, and that we might have some difficulty to see the more positive sides. But it's not an A-OK to wallow in your own pity and focus on negativity. It's supposed to be a little nudge or a little friendly push forward, a little whisper in the ear, you can do it. Look to the positive. It's going to be a little harder. It's going to be the forefront of your ambitions. You really need directive energies towards this, but you should be working to upright it. But it might be a little bit of work to work towards uprighting it. And same thing with these cards. All three that I mentioned before, they come up reversed. And so I take that and see that as a knowing that it's a bit oppressive. It's a bit of a work for you to stand up against those things, to honor your strength, to hearken into it, and to find it, and to rekindle it, perhaps even. And, and also to be mindful of that reversed, more shadow aspects that come in with the Ace of Swords, the more bigoted, really corralled and pigeonholed points of view, where you have a very sharp mind and sharp tongue at others who don't believe what you believe, and watching out for that. But again, we see that in the world, and we see it really backfiring on people lately in the world too. Especially we're in the karmatic 24, year 8, right? 2024. It's that bringing through of recycling, consequences, retributions. Everything's very much happening very quickly and very heavy. And that will continue throughout the year, right? So no surprise that things are coming through reversed right now, because there's a lot of heavy work, a lot of heavy lifting is being shown right now. Some of us have been in the gym for a long time, and heavy lifting looks like for us to do. Others are trying to do heavy lifting when they haven't been in the gym since before 2020, and they're like, This is what 8's about. The work of what you've been doing, you're reaping what you sowed. And some, right, heavy lifters who have been, quote unquote, doing the work this whole time. Yes, some of them are positively aligned, and I like to think of myself as positively service to others, heavy lifting, work in the positive gym. There's a negative mirror gym side of the gym over there, where there's other entities, other beings and systems who are but they are doing negative building, and they are strong. It works both ways. That's what the law of free will is all about, right? Anyways, I don't want to get off into, now I'm like rambling and talking. Excuse me for doing that. I want to be mindful of the time and mindful of the cards too while I have them out. Grateful for their time and their audience, and for them to take the time out and to listen to us, to watch over and to hear our requests. We really are so grateful for that, for the energy, for the observation, the love and light that they offer. So thank you for listening to our concerns, although we know you're always here and always hearing, for we are one. But we can't help but ask to reiterate and underline our calling here exponentially, to have collectively and individually some cards that could offer us, as I have been so graciously explaining already, this transitory period here on March 7th, 2024. Under this umbrella of the Two of Pentacles that we've been talking about, and also with these 3 cards that you've already offered out so wisely. Thank you for those, thank you. We ask for additional guidance. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to give a shuffle here, and I'll draw 4 cards my old school traditional way, I think.